I guess you beautiful folks don't know what time it is. Welcome back. We have two streams in one day. I know it's crazy. So I did work on some things in the background, but you won't see that until at the end of the stream. So let's go back fishing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women of all ages. Let's get Chad over here where we can see all of you beautiful people that come into the stream. Yeah. What do y'all think? Yeah, that'll work, right? Go ahead and zoom in the chat a little bit now that we have a way of looking at it and all that stuff. Yeah, I can see you beautiful people, so go ahead and text away. Text away. All right. Everything's looking 5x5 on my end. All right, let's go ahead and get our rods and reels set back up. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get a little bit more comfortable because my pillows and stuff are sliding there. So let's get that fixed up right quick. Oh my goodness. All right, we got the pillow fixed. Yay, we're steamboating now. All right, y'all ready to catch a fish? So obviously we didn't do well. We did do one thing. We did catch a fish off stream because I made a little video out of that. But like I said, you won't see that until the end of the stream because I remember, guys. I went from doing the Windows ordeal to Linux, and Linux has a whole different range of tools and stuff like that. I tell you what, my video editor that I was using before was Movia, uh, which I know a lot of y'all use DaVinci Resolve. I've used that also. However, Linux comes with a video editing software that is absolutely a powerful free software that you can get via Linux, the download store for Linux. It's called something else, I'm sure. But yeah, the chief was giving a crash course in that. Well, actually, I just kind of loaded it up and tried it out and all that stuff. And I absolutely test drove the shit out of it and uh, get to the edge of the dock right there. That way we can get way on out there because I don't think we have any buoys out there. Let's see if we can catch some fishies. All right. So, yeah, two streams today. Adam decided to go swimming. That's all right. That's all right. We are going to go fishing. While they're all swimming, we're going fishing. That's just what we do. All right. Let's get our rods all set back up. All right. Number 3 rod. See if we can catch a fish out there. I don't know if we can catch a fish out there. We're going to see. All right. So the internet's about 2,000 kilobytes, 1,900 to 2,000 a day. So if it is a little laggy, I apologize. We're probably entering into the phase of, hey, we're going to mess some stuff up. So let's see if we can catch these little fishies right here. This little bad boy. We are absolutely working on our bag limit still because we only have 330 to go. Well, we're 159 with 330. Let's see if we can make that in this stream. What do y'all think? Yeah, I did take a little 10, 15-minute nap, give or take, but I couldn't sleep more than that. And well, I played with the video editor, and I made a little surprise for y'all. Hold on, hold. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be number. That's number 1. Shit, I pushed the wrong button. All right. Apparently, we can catch a fish out there. So, what we want to do is we want to reel this one in first, regardless of what we have on those other lines, so we can stick a marker out there and see where we were at when we caught this fish. Okay? That's how we're going to do that. So I'd like to see about how far, because what it does is it actually, when you stick a marker out with the fish last caught, what it does is it sticks the marker where you threw the line, at where the line hits the water. That's what I've observed. So we know we throwed way over yonder, so we're going to see just how far we got over there. Come on in here, Fishy. Where are you even at? You're out that way. Somewhere. Oh, there you are. We see you now. Come on, Fishy, Fishy. Here, we'll get to the dock. There we go, so we don't sling you into the dock. Oh, that's a beautiful little fish. That's a walleye. Awesome. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and throw a marker out there. And how you do that, just hit the M key and then set marker last fish. Yes. And then we're going to color that marker red. All right, so we're actually throwing out in that channel. Beautiful. All right. So now we know that we can reach out that channel out there. Rock to the edge of the dock. That marker somewhere out there. So we're going to go out here then. See how many of these markers we can get out there. That's going to be a little shy. That's okay. I think we're still going to be out the channel out there. Okay. All right. Let's go back to our old yellow right here. We can catch these little fishies right here. I mean, since the catching is good. Welcome back to the stream, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Me just that right there. All right, there we go. We got it. All right, stop and go action, guys. That's what we're doing right here. Sticking our string under the thing, theoretically. See if we can catch some more fishies in this little spot right here. I did up the frame rate output from 30 frame rates per second to 48. My theory is that it's going to make it a little bit clearer on your side and may not be quite as laggy-ish. Guess the word I'm looking for, or blurry. We're trying it. We're seeing. We're trying and seeing, guys. And remember, since I swapped the Linux from Windows, I don't have all those hidden. I know there's a fish that flops right here. You see them all the time, like right over there. That little guy right there, right there. See, we just don't have buoys here because we know we can catch fish right here. But that's just kind of cool that we can. But so with that being said, we're gonna catch the fishies. We got a total of 300 we need to get. 330 we need to get. We're at 164 now. We're gonna try it. Oh, you know what? I'm on speed 1. Let me put it on speed 2 because them old walleye, they like the speed 2 and 3. Uh, I don't know why. They just do. Oh, I had him. You see, I had him on there. He got away. He got away. But now, I don't know how long, guys, this stream's going to last. It could be a couple, 2 or 3 hours, 1 to 3 hours, 4. It all depends. Hey, we might get involved like we did last time. And we're going to try to catch him. Let's go ahead and reel this bad boy in. Let's see if we can catch that guy. Yeah, we know he's over there, so let's just throw right there. Our little rod over there and see if we can catch that little fella. What do y'all think? I think we can catch him. Do that little stop and go action over there. See if we can entice him to come out. Little Bobby. Yeah, we're going to work on him. Here, fishy. I got dinner. Here, fishy. Yep. hmm You know, I have a few friends that want to play, that want me to play Halo with them. I'm sitting here thinking I might utilize that, kind of exploit that, want to play Halo with me. And I think we're gonna see if we can't get them to come fishing with me because I'll make a deal with them. You come fishing with me, and I'll play Halo with you. I don't even have it. Actually, I don't know. Look at it. Oh, we got stuff on our end of our line. See, we got stuff on the end of our line. Oh well, we'll get it here in a minute. There we go. Shoreside weeds. Gee, I wonder where those came from. All right, let's send it back over there. Yeah, that's that fishing we're after right there, guys. That little guy right over there. That one. Yep. See if we can entice him to bite our hooky. That's what I'm thinking. Just what I'm thinking. Or not. Maybe not. Maybe they're not hungry. That's okay if they're not hungry. We'll think of something else. Yep, we will think of something else if they're not hungry. Oh, 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 no, he's on there. He's on there. Okay, he's tricking us. He tricked us. Well, hello, feller. Get in my net. Ah, so let's throw a little something else out there on the table. Throw this bad boy out here. See what they think of this one. Just saying, we just swap rods. I think it's literally the same bait. Yeah, I think it's the same bait. Yeah, it's the same bait. Yeah. We tricked them. We swapped rods on them. Welcome to the stream, viewer. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. We enjoy any and everybody that comes. We're just gonna go right through the boat. Never mind this, but pretend like that boat ain't there. I wish they would have put the boat either right here or on the other side of the kayak. But you know, it is what it's. All right. So we didn't catch but one there. We're gonna sling it out this way, see what we can catch. How about it? Y'all ready? Here we go. Sling. And of course, the internet's going to go down to 500 kilobytes per second. Why wouldn't it? Just saying. Yeah, I can see the internet. Oh, got him. I can see the internet speed from over here because I figured out how to make the text in OBS larger. It's under the appearance tab in OBS. So we made it larger, and it's just large enough I can see without, uh, excuse me. You got to be at least 200 to fit in our bag, fishy. So we're gonna throw you back out there. We're gonna go over here. Yeah, we're picky today. You got to be at least $200 to fit in our bag. Because I mean, we got a bag of 400 to $600 fishies. You know, we want to try to keep that trend going. We're probably fishing in the low part of the day, truth be told, and it happens. You know, it absolutely happens. Got it. Oh, you dirty dog! Y'all saw that? Did you see that? That was crazy. Oh, oh man, that was a snag. Oh man, fish got jokes today, guys. Them fishes got jokes today. Y'all saw it though. Y'all saw him. He was on there and he decided, nope, I don't want it. I changed my mind. He be out there. He bite my hook and then I go to set the hook and he's, no, chief, I'm just fucking with you. I was fucking around. I was messing around. I was just picking. That's probably what he's saying. Yep. I'm just throwing that out there. So I, did look into Starlink for those of y'all that were interested, 'cause I had made mention of it. Um, the only reason why I did not get Starlink on the first of the month, I looked at it. It's going to cost me a couple of $100 to get it all started and all that. And that's all fine and good, and I can afford it when I'm not buying parts for the van to fix the van. So just throwing that out there. That's why we ain't getting this, because that'll give me 300 megabit upload and download, and I won't have to worry about the frame. There we go. We're gonna reel him in this time. Yeah, we got him. We got him. We're gonna reel him in now. We got that little booger. But yeah, we did look into it. There he comes. He's like a snake in the water. Look at him. Yep, just come on in here, little feller. Yeah, come on in here. Let's see if we got any friends out there. Let's get all those friends. It's a party in Chief's fishnet. Um, yep. Once I get my van going, I will absolutely put more money to probably getting Starlink. I think we need to upgrade our internet and all that stuff. You watch the time that comes around and I am able to get Starlink. You watch T-Mobile's going to got him. T-Mobile's going to fix the internet problem and all that stuff, and then we'll have better bandwidth. That's just the way my luck is, you know. Throwing that out there. You are not $200. Throw you back. All right, so let's go ahead and go over this way. See what we have over here. Hey, Faden, welcome back, brother. And once again, a good job you did on the last stream. You made me stream for 7.5 hours. 7 hours, 33 minutes, and 11 seconds, sir. But you know what? It was absolutely worth it, because the last couple hours of the stream, we all sat there and enjoyed you fighting them fish to get them in. It was awesome. Awesome. So, yeah. Right now, Chief is just making some money, and I was playing with my video editing software, and I actually finally made somewhat of an intro. It's well, not an intro, but an outro. So whenever I end my streams, there's a little outro at the end of it. I'm so proud of myself. Now, it ain't the best work that I've done. It's just throwing something together just to experiment with it. So yeah, that's the surprise for y'all today. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We enjoyed it. I had 100 and I think 44 views on that stream right there, and we all really enjoyed. We was all rooting for you too. We understand why you couldn't text or chat, none of that. Well, you were busy fighting, sir. You was fighting to get the fishy in on your bag, and you know what? You done a good job on that. You absolutely did. And I'm at whatever this lake is, Emerald Lake. Uh, just making some money and all that. I do have a friend chat open or friend lobby open. You're more than welcome to come jump in and all that stuff. Uh, you know you're always welcome, and you know your hard work on the last stream. And I appreciate you sticking with it and not quitting and all that. I admire that and I appreciate that, and was able to bring you into the club. So now you can start doing the little club missions and making that club points or club bucks or whatever, and you know, that's why I started the club. Oh, come on, you. Yep, we got them. Well, them three over there, they're just quiet as a mouse in the church, ain't they? But yeah. Now I took up this half of the dock right here because well, I mean, I can get on any part of the dock because my rod's cast damn near across the lake over here. So, not bragging, I'm just stating fact. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep you at $302. Yes, because remember, guys, we have a $200 fish limit. You have to be $200 of value for us to keep you in our bag. Chief has standards, guys. So if you want to make it to my bag, you got to be $200 or more. We're bougie bitches around here. uh, that's all right. There's another one right. Oh, this is going to be a nice one right here. Look at him. He's pulling. All right. That's all right if you haven't made a thing. If you want, I can come back down to Lone Star Lake, fish with you and all that stuff. I don't mind. I've already made more for my trip and all that stuff. And I can make just as much money down there at Texas as here and stuff like that. So if you want me to join you down there at Texas, just pop it in the chat. Come on down, Chief. We want your company. Come go fishing. I'll be more than happy to join you down there. But I think you're missing my point. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and reel it up, rod it up, and all that stuff. We're going to go down to Joy and Fade down there in Texas, Lone Star. That's what we're going to do, guys. You want to know why? Because we're just awesome like that. And we're supportive in this little club. We're not competitive by no stretch of the imagination, but we're absolutely supportive. And we're going to go where our friends are at and fish. That's just what it's all about, guys. That's just what it's all about. Let me get a sip of this coffee while we're reading all these. And besides, these rods are solid. Hmm. Oh yeah. Now, other club members absolutely have went on to other lakes and all that stuff, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? Chief ain't gonna fish alone, guys. We're gonna go down there where Fade's at. We're gonna fish like a band of brothers. Hoorah! So, and not all that, I'll be honest with you, Fade, Texas, Lone Star, Texas Lake, that's actually my favorite lake to fish. That and Missouri in this game. Emerald Lake, for my first two or three, maybe four or five streams, I done nothing but bitch about this. And absolutely, hey, Mango, welcome. I'm fixing to bug out and go see Fade down there at Lone Star. If you're looking at my chat, just know I'm fixing to bug out. But what I will do is I will type in the game chat so you know what I'm doing. Uh, let's see. I'm fixing to head down to Lone Star Lake and kick it with Fade. You can come. You can join if you. Y'all didn't see me make that typo. Y'all didn't see that. Won't. Y'all didn't see none of those typos. OMG. There we go. So, because that's not sure what's beeping, but something's beeping. My headset. Let me plug it in real quick. Maybe that's what it is. Hold on. Yep. Let me plug my headset in. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I just know something's beeping at me. Almost sounds like something's going on in the game, but I don't see no lights going or no rods bending. Really? Really? What the F? Come on, you fishy. Apparently it was in the game. All right. Well, at least I got my headset plugged in just in case measures. Well, the only thing bad about casting out at like almost 300 feet is you got to reel that crap back in. And the reason I reel my rods in, and yes, guys, I'm very much aware I don't have to do that. But the reason I do that is because I'm so used to game. What is beeping? Oh, OBS is disconnected and reconnecting. What the hell? What is OBS doing? OBS, you're not on Wi-Fi. I'm getting a thing that says OBS is connected and disconnected. This is like it's connected to the Wi-Fi. That's strange. Oh well, we'll go ahead and reel our rods in and we'll roll with it because, like I said, the stream's still going. So I'm not sure what OBS is on about. All right, let's grab up our little fishy rod holder thingy, and we are going to go down to. We're going to turn in our bag. OMG, $24,096, guys. We actually absolutely rocked it. But you know what? Mungo, sorry you joined in because I already told Fade that I was going down. If you're watching my stream, I apologize. But I did tell Fade it was going to go down to Lone Star with him. Or let we get down to Lone Star. He's over there in Missouri. That's all right. We're going to go catch some spotted bass. Because actually, I really like catching the spotted bass. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, let's go. Come on. You are connected. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. I don't know what the hell's going on with OBS. That is the first time it has ever made that noise. What type of reels we have? Clink, clink, clinking in the background. It's never done that before. I'm looking over there. It's connected to the internet. All right, let's see. Spinner. So that is a 23 drag. What do we got on there? We got a 23. That is a 15. So let's throw that on there. See what we got in our backpack. Let's take those out of our backpack because those are like stupidly powerful. And let's throw the yellow one in our backpack. Okay. Now what we can do, Fade, we will be coming down there here in just a second. We are going to let's see, Chief. What do we want to do? We're gonna look at our spin reels, not them, cast reels, I'm sorry. We're gonna look see. Ooh, that is absolutely beautiful. Ooh, that is gorgeous. That is real good. I like that red and silver. I really do. I like that. I really do. But let's go ahead because we want to run. Oh, that's pretty too. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. I want to see what all reels we got. Because the reason we got the yellow one, guys, is because I really like the yellow one. That's 23. We've got one of those. All right, so let's see if we can buy. We got one in a lower pound. Okay. Well, let's do this. That's 15 pound. Let's grab that one. And I really, guys, I really like that one. Can I have that one? I want to get that one. Yeah, y'all let me get that one. Okay. Beautiful. All right, now, cast rods. We have cast rods. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, we need one that's, we'll go ahead and grab that one because we don't have one of those. We've got one of those, but let's grab one of these too because I'm still learning the cast rod thing. Half inch, or let's grab one of these. Okay, and we're gonna try out our cast rods. That's what we're gonna do. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're not going to missions. We're going to start here, throw that home. Start here, we're going to throw that home. We're going to throw that home. That's all right, we got plenty of those. And then right here, we're going to throw that home. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have 1 through 4 with different cast rods. You know what I'm saying? We're going to experiment because I've been wanting to learn these Oh, we're going to need that. So let's get our casting rods. We got 8 of them. All right, this lure is, we're going to go with slot 1 on this one. All right, slot 2, we're going to go with, see, I don't know which one's a smaller weight. The 3/8 or the 7, well, I guess 7/8 would be a lighter weight, if I'm to be honest. The tape measure dummy. Oh, you know what? Guys, I forgot. I absolutely can look at a tape measure and figure out. Uh, where's the jester at? Okay, here he is. I absolutely forgot. I could um figure out on the tape measure. I can look at it and actually tell which one's bigger, which one's smaller. Uh, so it's just my brother calling. Uh, so which one was we? All right, so we got what are you? You are a 1/4 inch. All right, so let's go with, we already got the 1/4 inch, and let's go with the 1 to 3 ounce half inch. Let's go with the 7/8. Yeah, let's go with that one. All right, now let's go to our rods, or not our rods, but our reels. Now let's make these reels match the rods. So that is a, well, actually it don't matter because these can go up to 11 tenths pounds. So let's throw this one on reel 1. Oh, the backpack is full. Oh, you know what? Let's get rid of these reels. That's what it is. So let's get rid of these reels because our thing uh, is doing things. All right. Now let's put this little guy over here. Okay. And I think our other reels, uh, did we buy a couple of different reels? Or did we like lose them or something or what? Yeah, we spent some money. So where are they at? Did we buy? How many reels did we buy? We bought one, two. Is this that red one that I liked so much? We show up with 23-pound reel. Did we put it on? No, we didn't get that one. That's, yeah. Did we only buy 2 reels or did we buy 3 reels, chat? One, two. I thought we bought like 3 reels. Didn't we buy one of these? Or maybe we just bought 2. Maybe that's what it was. We just bought 2. I was thinking we bought one of these because this thing, I like it. To me, it's, but I also thought we bought one of these too. I'm almost certain we bought one of these. Shit, I don't even know now. Maybe this guy right here. Okay, well, I mean, we'll just work with what we got then and just make the best of it. Uh, Let me test chat because everything looks is chat working. All right, chat looks like it's working. Now let's go to internet browser. This guy right here, and let's see if my actual YouTube stream is streaming real quick. Because there's like 3 of y'all in my YouTube channel viewing my stream, and nobody. So we're just double checking to make sure and everything's working. All right, let's go live. All right, good deal, good deal. So it shows that I'm live. It shows that I'm live streaming. Okay, good deal. Okay, yeah. Okay, all right, good deal. That's what it is. Because guys, we don't have no choice but to throw on some of these big boy. Nope, we are not putting you on that reel. So we'll just throw these 23 pounders on there, and hope for the best. I thought we bought some more reels, but apparently we didn't buy some more reels. That's okay. Yeah. So we're going to go down here and we're going to bass fish, guys, because that's just what we're going to do. All right, let's look at our line and see what we got. We got 10 pounds of line. Oh, we got plenty of line, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some line on these bad boys. And we'll just set them up specifically. Hey, I'm coming. I'm just sorting my life out with stuff and all that stuff. Because I'm going to do some bass fishing. That's what we're going to do. And so it takes a little time to get everything set up. All right, let's see. Baits. Let's see my backpack. I've got to get rid of some stuff in my backpack. Maybe. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. This pole right here, it takes a 1/4 inch bait. So let's, no, it takes a 1/3 ounce bait. Let's grab that. It'll let you know if you put the wrong size bait on there. So it takes we ain't never fished with the red spoon, but we're not going to fish with the red spoon right at the moment. Let's go down to perfect. So we are squared away on that. Let's dress that up with a red and white tail, just for shits and giggles. All right, now let's go with this rod right here. Handles a 3/8 to a 1 ounce 3/7. All right, so that we're going to throw this spoon on here. Actually, no, we're not. Because why? It's too small. Oh, it's a 1/16. Okay, let's go with a. We need at least 3/8. So 3/8, I think, is larger than a half. We'll find out real quick. That's too heavy. No, how the hell is that spoon too heavy? Oh, it's a. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. We're still learning the size of the base. So let's throw this guy on here. It's a 1/4 inch. A little too light. Okay. Let's go with this guy right here then. All right. Perfect. So that rod's set. Now, this here rod is for a 3/8 to 1 and 1/16 of an ounce. I wish I had my tape measure in here. So this here's this should be optimal for it. Beautiful. All right. And then this guy right here, 7/8 to 2.5. Ooh, that's my big boy stuff. What have we got? We got any big boy stuff in here? So 1 ounce is an ounce and a half. That's a 1/4 ounce, 1/16 of an ounce. We'll just see what we got real quick. The 1 ounce. Oh, let's try this guy right here. Really too light? Let's go with this one. Still too light, huh? Okay. Let's go with this red guy. Okay, beautiful. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, perfect. All right, so let's go to Emerald Lake, and we're gonna go fishing with Fades. Fades, sorry it's taking me so long. I'm coming. We're gonna do mainly some bass fishing down here in Emerald Lake with Fade. So that's what we're gonna do right there. There he is. Look at that, guys. He's Fade angling. All right, let's jump in there and show some support to Fade. He's one of our newest members to the club and all that stuff. So we're gonna go in there. And we're gonna enjoy them real quick. Go catch some of these spotted bass. All right, he's floating somewhere around here. We're gonna pull out this uh, rod right there. All right, beautiful. Let's see what time of day we got. Oh yeah, my God, menu open up. There we go. All right, perfect. We're at a good time of day. 5 a.m. in the morning. What could possibly go wrong? All right, the purple marker. That's the channel. So let's see. We can't even. Well, we can just barely get into that channel with this little guy. This is rod number one with my X series bobber, or not bobber, spinner. Now this little guy, uh, speed one and twitch as you're reeling it in. Oh, he was biting it. All right, so he's interested. All right, so we got us some bait caches. We're gonna try them out and just see. Got him. All right, now guys, we can sit here and fish for a month with our net bag. All right, look at that. Beautiful 160 right there. Beautiful. Hi, Faith. Hi. I'm here. I finally made it. Yep, finally made it, sir. Took us a minute, but we got a lot sorted out. All right. Yep, we made it. All right. Remember I said they like twitching here? That's usually what I catch them on is a little slow reel on speed one and twitching, which is left hold mouse click and then a right bump every few seconds like that. And that's usually what I catch them on here. So, and the beauty about this is we can run around the lake and all that stuff. I'm trying to like these casting rods, guys. I really am, but I know dang good and well these things will throw more than 100 feet. I know for a fact. And so I'm trying to work past my grievances on that. I really am. Let's bounce it off that dock over there, shall we? So that's the only drawback that I have these specific rods right here. So, but I'm working past it. I really am. I'm trying hard. I'm trying real hard to work past it. We got one following. Yep, he's following. Let's just twitch it in his face. There we go. We're going to twitch it. Give him a little twitch. Mm-hmm. Yep, little twitch. All right. Now, what I have been able to do is I have been able to put it on two, and then, hey, welcome back, Faith. I finally made it. I'm to your right. All right, I have been able to just let's get it up to the top, reel it in straight and slow, and I've caught them like that also. I've absolutely caught them like that. See, you saw it right there on stream. So you know, it all depends. You just got to practice with it and see what's what. Once you learn how to manipulate the baits, oh, that is a beautiful little fish right there. All right, Fabe, we got enough for supper. We got this. All right. Good job. Good game. All right, let's see what this little guy right here does. This is, you look how far this thing. Shit, guys, I think this might be my new favorite rod. Let's just see how far we sling it. All right, we almost maxed out on the thing. Okay, okay, 149 feet. Okay, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. You know, if you can get over 120 feet, that has my attention. All right, we're gonna do a little twitch on this one to see what we can do. And I think we've actually caught fish with this specific bait right here because I remember catching and fishing with one of these baits right here and catching fish, even though it's a nighttime bait. Well, sometimes you know you just need a little glow in the uh, water too. You know, fish like glowy things and pretties and shinies. They absolutely do. You know, so yeah. And then we'll sling it back out there, and then we'll do a little twitchy. Nope, there we go. Oh, you booger! Did y'all see that? OMG, Chief, what are you doing? What are you doing, Chief? You can get up here and lay down, Buck. Come on, get up here. He's been liking and fishing with me. He'll get up here. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. You going fishing with Daddy? So, yep. There you go. You can lay your head down on my stand. Good boy. Yep. He likes going fishing with me, even though he has no idea what we're really doing. Unless we actually go get on a boat, then he'll know what we're doing. All right. So let's take this bad boy back out there. Ding! Send it, Chief. Send it. Oh, 150. All right, guys. Look at this. Oh, shit. We can't do that while we're out there. All right. Let's kick it up to speed 2. And let's do a stop and go method. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. See if we can catch that little fishy. Now, Fade, I did get 2 rods for close to your level. That way, I kind of match you. Now, rods 3, 4, and 5, they, well, I thought I bought enough reels, but apparently I didn't. So, that's okay. We got this. We got this, brother. We're going to catch all these fish because that's what we do. You know, nose rub booker, yeah. See what he does? He lays his head on my little table desk thing that I have, and I'll rub his nose, stuff like that. He seems to like it. Yeah, he just sits there and just enjoys his life. I cocked that up. Get back in here. All right, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, he just sits there and stares at me, all psychotic. He does that. Well, he's got a cute little stare. See, sort your shit out. There we go. If all else fails, and you're embarrassing yourself by the we're gonna give this a little twitch at this speed. Here, I get out of your way. I can back up, let you run the bank. If that's what you need to do. Yeah, we're gonna give it a little twitching method to see what happens. I see that. You can do better. You can do better. You can do better. Oh, I now appreciate you, Fade, in the Discord. I appreciate you actually putting a screenshot up there versus the link and all that stuff. And I'm surprised that my admins and mods in the Discord didn't catch that and warn you on the link and all that stuff. It's a thing in there, but they're probably sleeping at the job, and I'm going to have to fire them, find new mods. So my Discord is literally tumbleweeds and the wind blowing with crickets in the background, and it's not hard to mod. All right, let's see if we can get another fish to bite, guys. What do y'all think? Bass like 1 or 2 in this lake. Speeds 1 and 2. That's what I mean whenever I say 1 and 2. So now I won't know the quality. Really? No, not you, Booker. Right? You're fine. You're good. Stay. The fishy boo. The fishy. Fishy's messing with Daddy. See, I have my headset on so he can't hear what's going on in the background other than me. So he's looking at me like I'm talking to him. He doesn't know the difference. And yeah, he knows what live streaming is because I promise you he's got his own. You know what? Let's uh let's change reels and go to reel number 3. Yeah, I think this has got a 25 pound reel on it. Yeah, it's got a 25 pound reel on it. But we can send it out there. We're gonna try this gold bait right here because I've had a lot of success with this gold bait. Or actually, it was the 1/3 ounce. Uh, oh, we're on speed 3. That's a little too fast. We'll do a little stop and go with this. Actually, it's twitching on this one, but I don't know if this being a 3/0 hook. I don't know if the fishies in here can bite it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it, guys. And I definitely wanted to skim the surface of the water like that. That's what attracts the bass is when it's skimming the surface with this particular bait. And I was calling myself trying to find the 1/4 ounce or 1/3 ounce, but apparently I didn't put it on the rod. So, but we're gonna try it. And when we twitch it, we cause it to rise up to the top of the water. Like that. There we go. That's what we want. We want it to rise. We'll kind of point our pole down a little bit. That way we will slack it faster. I say that, but I don't know for sure. Yep. Like I said, it may be the 3/4, or not the 3/4, but the, there we go. There we go. We got him. We got him. We got him, guys, right there. See, everything's like, well, what is this rod? This rod is like a, uh, the reason I have that is because it's my tackle, which is the reel. If it wasn't for the reel, I actually, you know what, guys? I just had epiphany. Let's take that reel off. Take this reel off. Hold on, you'll see where I'm going with this. Put this reel on. Go back to the 10 pound test line. Then we'll go back and we'll put that gold spoon back on. That gold spoon fits this rod. Look there. See how we done that? Now our rod, our reel matches our rod, and we can still get out there and cast. Let's send it. Ding! All right. But now we won't be over qualified for the fish of the lake. Does that make sense? That is a thing in this game. And you notice how my line stretched. That we know this is a 10 pound test line. Uh, and our reel was a 23 pound test line reel. So now let's try this. And the only other thing that would be overpowering would be the uh, bait itself. So now let's try this again, shall we, folks? Go right through there. Send it. Go back to drag down one. That way, when we do catch a fish, he won't snap the line because you saw the line was redlining. That's why we got our three gauges up so we can see which one is failing us. If you only have the one gauge up, then you don't know if you're rod or reel. If you have to select between them, and I'm not sure how to select between them. Yep. And we're going to catch a fishy. We're absolutely going to catch a fishy. There he is right there. He's jumping out there. He is. I saw him. Saw him right there. He's right over there. We can put it on speed 1. Switch it like that on speed 1. Maybe slow it down. It might be a little too fast. We'll see. No, speed 1, it goes to the bottom. There's Spade again wrestling his fish. It's all good. It's all good. He'll get there, guys. He will get there. Yep, he will absolutely get there. I have no doubts. You know what? Let's spice this up a little bit. We'll try speed 3. See what's happening on speed 3 on our next cast. See if we can just entice that fish to bite. Now, it won't take us long to. There we go. Oh, he's pulling it. There you go. He's pulling it. All right, we're bringing him back in. All right, he's pulling it. All right, y'all see him. Yep, there you go. It's a fight. It's a fight. Got this. There we go. Let him have it. Fill it in. Yep. There we go. Oh, he's trying to put slack in it to get off. All right, so we'll just keep the rod up then. We'll get him in. He's going to run with it for a few minutes because we have the drag set down. The reason that we have the drag set down is because if we don't, here, I'll show you. I'll set it up. Okay, well, he's not that much of a fighter. All right, there we go. What are you? You are a $224 fish. All right, so our bait might be our bait or our line. One of the two might be what's causing our problem. So I said we was going to put this bad boy in third gear, so we're going to put this bad boy in third gear. And then we're going to zip across here. There we go. We're going to give it a little twist as we're going across here. Actually, you know, we'll give it a little stop and go action. Kind of bounce it up a little bit because that's what it's doing. That's what the bait's doing in the water. It's bouncing up and down. So we might get a nice good one on here. There we go. We'll try it. We'll try it, guys, for science. Yeah, what's wrong with science? Oh, there's the bait right there. I'll just sit it out there in the channel. You need to go outside, Booker? Hey, you need to go outside? All right, hold on. All right, we're going to let that sit there for just a second. And then I'm going to hold on. I'm going to move the thing over so I can make sure that my headset mic works. All right, test it. Yep, headset mic works. All right, guys, we're going to take the boy outside, let him outside real quick. And then we'll go get a refill of coffee. I'm coming. Hold on. Stop yelling at me. I'm holding.
crippled, dude. I'm old and crippled. All right, here's your harness. There you go. There's your harness. Good boy. Yeah. Hold on. All right. Well, it's windy out here, guys. All right. I got to step outside and lock the door open because if not, the wind will absolutely slam it shut and it'll scare me and the dog and y'all and everybody else too. So give me just a second. Then I'm going to shut the screen door so I can see that $10,000 prison sentence out there and make sure that nobody runs off with him. And then screen door shut so the flies won't come in and take us off. Because, I mean, could you imagine if the flies came in and took Chief off on a live stream? Y'all would miss me. I say y'all would miss me, but then I don't know, the jury's still out on that. So, but we'll get a refill on this coffee real quick. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, because some of y'all absolutely wonder what kind of coffee Chief drinks, it is, well, if I have it, it is Southern Butter Pecan, a hazelnut, Italian Irish cream, pumpkin spice, but normally you get pumpkin spice during the winter time, like Thanksgiving, Christmas time, and all that stuff. So, all right, let's see what we got here. All right, we got our bait out there. Fade's fighting fishies. Doggy's outside doing his thing. You know what we can do though? We can turn this air conditioner off because it's a little chilly. So let me get set back down, and then we'll turn the boom mic off, or not the boom mic, but the headset mic off, because it echoes really, really bad whenever I'm sitting at the boom mic. All right, what was we doing with this guy? I moved the chat so I could see the uh, meter and all that stuff. All right, here we go. Let's look at hey guys, look, I got a dragonfly. He landed on my rod. How many of y'all seen that in game? How cool is that? How cool is that? Dragonfly lands on my thing. That's cool. All right. Now, what was we doing? We was oh, we were stopping and going. That's what we was doing on speed 3. Yeah. See if we can catch all the fishies before Fade catches them all. Oh, we got a bump. Yeah, I think this bait's a little too big for this lake. I think that's what's going on. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Yeah, I think it's a little too big. What we can do, we can back out because we're not going to lose nothing. Oh, Fade, that was a nice one. It was at 1.982. If it was 1.982, then you made it on the record board. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll see if you made it on the record board. All I got to do is just go to your profile real quick. But I can't do nothing while I got to write out the fine. All right, let's see. Fade's profile. Profile. All right, guys, if you want to know who caught what and all that stuff, right here, if you look at his records, that tells you what is the largest size fish that they've caught right here. Now it may not show his 1.9 yet because I don't know how much that updates, but whatever. That's the rod that Fade is fishing with right there, which is a value spin, which is what you start a game with, and then this little reel right here, which is a mini spin. Uh, but let's go into. Yeah, it may not be updated. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna change and see if I can't find my quarter, or I say quarter, my 1/3 spinner. But I will be right back because I think this little gold jewel is a little too big for this lake. So we're gonna figure it out. So don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Chief's
trying to get his life all sorted out for some serious spotted bass fish. I really like Lone Star Lake, guys. Uh, I really like the fishing and all that stuff there. Now let's see this here. Well, first of all, let's find the bait. Spoons. It is not a spinner. It is actually a spoon. Oh, that's the home bag, you dummy. It is not this guy right here. We'll throw them in our backpack anyhow. Let's see. It may be this one. We'll throw that 1.5 inch in our backpack. See, oh yeah, we got plenty of room in our backpack. We'll just throw all the gold spoons in our backpack. I don't care. Let's go with the number 2. Okay. That I know is too large, which is, well, it's the same thing that I've got on there. Actually, if we're to be honest. Let's see here. Thumb through here. All right, and then our spinners, which we could throw one of those in there too, and just see. Oh, you know what? Look here. Look what we can. Oh, guys, look here. Let's throw. That's a 1 ounce 4/0 hook. That's a big hook. 1/2 ounce 2/0 hook. We can try these out too, guys. I don't remember which one it is that I caught bass on. Let's try the 1/2 ounce. I like those baits. Let's try the 3/4 ounce. All right, now this here rod takes a. Let's take one of these guys and put on this guy right here. All right, now we got $1,500. Let's run to the shop real quick. Let's get us a cheap casting reel if we can afford one. We got $1,500, guys. Let's get this little bitty baby wiping right here. What do y'all think? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's live dangerously. All right, beautiful. So that bad boy is in our backpack. All right, we're gonna throw that little guy on the which one is he? Okay, it's this little guy right here. All right. Now let's go to our home real quick. We're gonna, how many lines? Okay, we can put lines. We got one too many lines out here. Let's get rid of some of these 17s real quick out of our backpack. All right, so now we can put a smaller line in here. All right, let's get rid of one of these. Actually, we can get rid of 2 of these. What we're doing, guys, is we're making room for we collapse that. All right, now let's look at our lines right here. That's a 10-pound line. This is a 6-pound reel. All right, this bad boy right here. Let's go with 8-pound. Cancel. Go with the 6-pound. Scratch that. So we'll go ahead and throw the 6-pound in our backpack. We'll go ahead and throw this 8-pound in our backpack. All right, now this rod's 1/3 to a 1 ounce line. Where's my All right, guys. I think we are ready to go. All right, let's go back in there with Fade. All right, Fade, we are coming back in. See what you was doing right now. If we go to the leaderboard right here and we go to fish, and we know we are looking for a spotted bass. Okay, it's down here in the S's. SPs RSP, which is going to be right there, spotted bass, Lone Star Lake. Okay, it'll take a second to pull up. All right, now if you're looking fade, you'll need a 1.982 so far is the biggest fish that's been caught out of that lake, and then a 1.938. So if you've got anything in there, which we can throw up there, and if you look right here, your name, which I'm 217 on the list, because I got a 1.927 was the biggest one that I caught. That's how you find that. So let's see if Fade is on the list, and he'll be in RTF, and RTF will stick out like a sore thumb. Oh, that'd be awesome, guys, if Fade actually made the list. That would be freaking awesome right there. Big Fish and Friends, Blue Marlin, oh. All right, so unfortunately, you have not made the top 100, so I apologize. But we did check. All right, so we are going to go on this side of the lake, which is directly across from them, and we are going to check our little baby reel out. Now we're going to back the drag off on this thing right here because we don't know if we catch a fish on there with this nice, beautiful little gold thingy. We're going to find out. All right, and I know that the fish here are bigger. All right, so our drag, we're going to back our drag off, our gold minnow. All right, let's get up here and act like we want to do something. Yep. All right, let's go right. Look right here. We're going to go right between the edge of this and the edge of that, right out here. Now, I don't think we're going to get much of a cast with this little baby reel right here. About 100 feet is all we're going to get. We're going to give it a nice cheeky little twitching. We're going to see if we can't catch something. Now, we're going to absolutely have to fight with it like Fade, because we came and we're basically fishing with like one step above him. Maybe. So, basically, we matched his rod set. And guys, I learned something very valuable, a very valuable lesson. Don't sell your rods and your reels. Repair them because it's cheaper to keep them. And depending on what lake you go to, depends on you go to a trout lake or that one other lake that you require a small rod and reel for that lake, and if you sold them, guess what? You got to go spend the thousands of dollars to replace those reels. We're probably going to get a pickerel right here because there's one that stays right there in that area right there. So I don't even know what time of the day we're fishing with. Did we ever put a bait on that other rod? Oh, I think we did put a bait on that other rod. Yeah. So, all right, there you go, guys. Chief's got us some casting reels and rods. Babies of the bunch, but you know, you work with what you got. I only had like what 700. Oh, this is the three-quarter inch weight. Okay, this is the wrong spoon. Ooh, oh, we got cooties, lake cooties. the hydrilla. Yep, hydrilla. Ooh. All right, they ain't interested in this right here on what we're selling. All right, let's see here. What time of day is it? Oh, well, we should be getting something. Let's go to, oh, that is rod one. Yeah, let's Yeah, that's rod 1. That's rod 2. Let's go to rod 3. Doesn't tell you what rod. Oh, hey, I forgot about this little guy. Let's throw this little beauty right in there. 130 feet, only because I dropped the bar shy. Let's drop that to speed 2 so it'll kind of stay steady. It won't rise up. Speed 3 causes it to rise up. Speed 1 on this. See, I'll put it on speed 1 and see how it's diving. Speed 2, if I twitch it or whatever and bring it up, well, we're just going to catch this fish right here real quick, guys. Shit, why not? Okay. Since we're here, we might as well go ahead and reel him in. There we go. All right, so they're eating on this bad boy. Let's get a little bit closer. Now let's see if we can zing it all the way out there. Let's see if Chief can hit that. What we're doing, guys, is we're trying to left click when that rod goes up from here, that line goes up from here to here. We're trying to get it right in that little light gray area. That's what I mean whenever I say we're going to send it. And to do that, we right click. See? All right, now let's see if we can get it. Can we get it? Send it. We're just a smidget below it. 137 feet. Okay, I'm liking. All right, so let's go ahead and reel it in on a number 2. Remember, number 2 keeps it steady. And then we can do a little stop and go or a little twitch. You know, we're in the channel right now. The channel's roughly 90 feet. So give a little jiggle, maybe a little stop and go action. It ain't gonna hurt nothing at all, guys. But this bait in real life, actually, all you do is you can just throw it out there, and you can snatch it like that, but it doesn't twitch it. When you do that, it actually bobs it up and down. But the object is, for this specific bait in real life scenario, is to keep those little spinners spinning. So you can't just let it go and sit on bottom and stuff like that, because the spinners is the whole reason the fish bite the bait, is because they see the shiny spinning in the water. If it's not spinning in the water, it's not reflecting the water, the light in the water. So just keep that in mind right there, guys, when you're fishing in real life. Or that's been my experience. He was nibbling. You saw where he moved my line over that way a little bit. We missed him though. But hey, we did catch a fishy. That's all that matters. So now we know this bait catches fish. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the edge of that channel. We're not gonna go nowhere because I didn't get the mark. Shit. Got the right click. I should have held the mouse button on that one. All right, let's try this again. Got it. All right. Now we're going to do a little stop and go. I'm listening for the reel. Now I'm on speed 2, so watch my thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember I said the reel makes that on the when we left click on the 4th. Notice my thumb's back up there. So that's a rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're not going to get it perfect every time. And you notice that we are doing 3 dots on our stop and go up there. And that's the most maximum effectiveness of the bait for that specific movement right there. And that's supposed to be the best chance you'll get a bite with that. All right, let's see. We're on rod 3. What do we got on rod 4? I forget. Oh, we got the little red guy. Now this right here, this unfortunately we got a 23-pound reel on this one, so we'll probably break the rod the line on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back the drag off of this one Probably twice on this guy. Remember, we couldn't get no lower than a 21-pound test on these color reels. So we're working with what we got. Now, you want to snag something in this lake? Definitely come out here with one of these baits and just cast it anywhere near the weeds. And you'll snag everything in between. Yep. Now, they may not be biting on this one. That was rod 4, wasn't it? We'll give it a little twitchy twitch. Reel it in with a little twitch. I do like the reel matches the rod. Somehow or another, we managed to do that. You know what? Now, with these rods, we're not going to be able to put it over there on Bade's toes right off the bank, but we can get out in the middle of the lake where that channel is out there, because that seems to be where all the fish are in this lake, is over there. We're just going to do a little twitching on it this time. Let it hit the bottom. Let's put it on speed 1 since we're twitching on the bottom. They seem to like that. So and like I said, they may not like what we're selling with this bait, and that's okay. The whole purpose of this, we can trade the baits out. That's why we loaded our backpack full of a few different. Actually, I think we throwed all the gold baits in there, didn't we? Oops. It happens. All right, let's see. All right, inventory spoons. Got the spoons right here. All right, what was the? Let's try this one. Will this rod handle it? It should. Tackle is too light. Okay, so let's put you back the backpack. We need the rod that handled the quarter. Okay, 7 ounces. 7/8 is more than a quarter. All right, which one of you guys think it's gonna be too small for him too? I think 1/3 is. Yeah. Okay. Let's throw him back in there. Let's try rod 2. Okay, so a quarter is smaller than 3/8. Duh. I think we just had that discussion, Chief. Ah, here we go. We found it. It's the white rod. Perfect. All right, now let's throw. Let's throw this one on that one. Actually, let's throw one of these spinners on here. Still too light on these rods, guys. If the weight's too light, I can assure you that it will not throw it. 3/4 would be the heaviest. All right, let's see what we got over here. Let's do this. All right, so that is all right. Let's go with a size 6 hook or 6/0 hook, which is the smallest of the bunch. Okay. Now let's go with where they at? Worms. Let's go with this color worm on that. Okay. We already got a bait on that one. Now, what is this? What do we need on this? Can we put the I don't think that we can do the spinner bait. This I don't think we can do that on him. Okay, yes we can. We'll put him on that one. And then let's put you need at least you know what, let's throw this little guy on here. Oh, it's too light. We can't do that. All right. That is what is that? That's eighth of an ounce, and the rod needs a one. Okay, I can see that's a little too much. And then let's go with this little guy right here. No, we're still too light. All right, let's go with this guy right here then. How about that? All right, what do we got on number five? Okay, number five is our. All right, so number five and number six. Look at there. Beautiful. All right, y'all ready to do this? All right, now let's go to the number six rod. Number six rod. We should be able to sling it over there to. Well, no, not quite. Actually, you know what? If we do this, that's not run, Chief. That's caps lock. Dummy. Let's do this. Let's run over here. Right here. And now let's see if we can hit fade with our bait. Nope. But so close though. We tried, guys. We tried. All right. Let's go with the number one and a stop and go for the number one. This is the open face reel here. What reel this is that we're fishing with. They tend to like this bait also. But yeah, that's the whole thing. You got to match your baits up to your rods and all that stuff. Because you remember whenever I was trying to throw the rod, the bait earlier, it just slammed down right there in the water. That's what happened on these open face, or not these, not this rod right here, but the other reels that I've got, 1 through 5. It'll slam it down right there because it's too light, and that's about as far as you cast it to. It's a stupid problem to have, but even though it's not like that in real life, but that's what we got to work with. And the thing about this is just trying out what different baits work. I know I can come in here and change my rods out, and come in here with bottom feeder shiners, or well, we would call them shiners, but minnows, and I can catch half the fish in the lake, but I don't want to do that. I'm trying to fish with what Fade's fishing with. All right, so they didn't like that. So let's go to number one rod. Nope. Oh, hey, yeah. You know what? Let's try this. How far? Ooh, that's almost as far. Let's try this because this here usually gets some stuff. Send it. Vroom. We're just gonna reel it in a nice, good, slow and straight. Like I said, because actually these baits right here, you would reel them in nice and slow like this. In real life, we had to bump. Uh, and every now and then you might twitch them like that, and that'd be about all you would do. But for the most part, you'd actually reel this style bait in like I'm doing now. Uh, these spinner baits, you don't have to really do much with them. You don't have to manipulate them much because the whole thing is the spinners is what the fish like, is because it reflects the light and they see the movement. And well, bass are attracted to movement and light for the most part. Uh, so that's what makes them strike is that movement. So I think we're coming down, or we're on the backside of fishes not wanting to bite. We'll look here in just a second. That'd be funny if a fish got my hook right there. That would be hilarious. Oh no, they're still in the bite mood. All right, let's go with number four. I think's where's it number 5? One of them's got. There's that little guy right there. All right, so let's send him out there. We're gonna bring him straight across the middle of the channel. All right, and we're gonna give him a little twitching method. Use the fish, twitch and slow and go. Twitch, slow and go. There we go. Got him. Oh, you dirty dog. Y'all see that? That's just wrong. That's just wrong right there, guys. That's just mean. What a tease. Nope, I was giving him every opportunity to re-hit it. So let's bring it a little closer to that this right here. Get it come in as close to that as we can. Alright, we're gonna have to step this way just a little bit. There we go. We're just gonna bring it in straight twitch at this time. We're gonna bring it in right by those lily pads right there. Yep. So we're gonna see if we can sweet talk that fish and getting on our hook. That's what we're gonna do. This game is addictive, folks. It really is. Like stupidly addictive. And the beauty is, guys, is you really don't have to buy any of the DLC and have a beautiful game that you can enjoy and keep coming back to, and it's co-op with your friends. And that's the beauty about this game is, you don't have to buy any of the DLC content and still have a good game to come back to. All right, so he didn't like the twitching method, so we're going to go with the slow, straight, slow. That's what we're going to do. Sip of coffee time. Mmm, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, did I show you I got glasses? How cool is that? I don't know how or where I got the glasses from, but I got them. We're trying to see if we can catch that fishy. It's gonna be like the last couple of streams. The fish over here on this side of the fire is like, nope, we're just gonna tease it. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we'll come in with a stop and go method after this one. So we're trying the three different methods: the twitching method, and this is the straight slow method. Okay, and then I'll show you the uh, what I said we're freaking do the stop and go. Okay, so here's the stop and go. See if we can get them to be interested in what we're selling. Yep. Low stop and go method right there, guys. You might not like to stop and go, guys. Oh, he hit it. That's what the blue lines was. Right side of my gauges. All right. Now we're going to kick it up on number 2. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to do a lift and drop. Left click, right mouse, left click, right mouse, left click, right mouse. Just like that. But you got to let it hit the bottom in order to do it. This is a little bit more harder to do. I only got the 3 dots like twice. And we can go back to he's playing with it. See, when you see how my bait right here was floating and I wasn't doing nothing, it should have sunk it because he was playing with it. And we let him have it to see if he was going to, but he let go of it. That's another indicator how you know if you have a fish on there. But I'm just left click, mouse bumping. So I'm actually left mouse bumping, right mouse bumping. That's how we're doing the lift and drop method right there. It's easier whenever you are in speed 2. Just like that. Go ahead and reel that in. Now we're going to go to speed 3. I'll show you what speed 3 does. Okay. Now we're just going to hold the left mouse click button down. And it'll, see, now we're just reeling it in straight. Okay. You can right click if you want to, and it does the twitching. Just like that. As you're reeling it in straight. And sometimes they'll hit that, which is just doing that. I've had them hit. I've thrown it out. I've had bass or fish hit my lures in so many different weird, awkward ways. I've actually thrown a lure on top of a bass's head one time. It, you know, and as soon as it did, or as soon as the lure hit the water, there we go, got him. Uh, like I said, it all just depends. You just got to practice with it, guys, and you know. But once you get the fundamentals down, then it'll be nothing but smooth sailing. Then look there, $147 right there. I don't even remember if we was twisting it, filling it, whatever we was doing. We was doing something. I think we was twisting it. See, I do the left mouse, and it causes it to go up and down in the water. And you can catch them like that also. But you cannot bump, lift, and drop it until it hits the bottom. That's the secret on lift and drop. See, watch. See? In order to get that, you have to let it hit the bottom just like that. Okay? Now you know how to work your bait with a few different methods. Like that. And then skip the bait across water like we're doing. Now we're going to run over here. Okay. Now we're going to get right here. If you look, we got a little opening right there to right over there. So we can go here and there. So now we're going to sling this rod inside there. Bam, that's a good little spot right there. We're just going, there we go. And we're just going to reel them out. That's another little sweet spot on this lake, guys, for those of y'all that don't know. That's another little sweet spot right here on this lake. Grass pickerel. That's money. We're just going to do that again. And we just done the twitching method on that. So that's how you catch them, just like that. Little here, little there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go back in there. We're in the grass. Okay. I'm going there with a speed 1. Okay. Then we're going to do the stop and go method. Just like that. Something was playing with it. See how it's floating off the bottom? Something's playing with it when it does that. There's that little guy right there, guys. See? There he is. We found him. He's right there. Yep. There he is right there. There you go. So the fish can be, and you can come right here, and then you can go right here and shift or D button. It'll get you in there a little bit further. You don't want to get in there too far because you absolutely will get snagged on something. Oh, he nibbled it. He was interested, guys. Something in there won't lead on this bad boy. Is it bass or is it the pickerel? Oh, he's following it. All right. This is a pickerel. I think it's going to be a pickerel. No, it's going to be a 1.91111 spotted bass, guys. I got to stretch. Oh, that's a big stretch, guys. That was a big stretch, guys. That was a big stretch. Big stretch. All right. So, let's see. I got an itch on my back. Wrong button. T. I bet Fade reeling in that 1.989 spotted bass. I bet that put up a fight for his life. I bet that was fun. Yep. Uh-oh. I heard it in my headset. I don't know what happened. I heard it in my headset. All right, y'all want to see if we can do that again? See if we can do that again, guys. Do. Twitchy, twitchy, twitch. All right. Swap out. All right. See if we can catch one like this with this little guy. We got some weeds. More weeds. That's one, two. Cool. This guy brings in. Oh yeah, we can get out there. So we can go on the other side of this. Let's try it. That's enough. Got up. Oh nope. We got off. We almost had him. Yep, we almost had him, guys. Y'all saw it. Weeds don't count. Let's see if we can hook them this time. Yeah, bang. He nibbled on it. That was him chasing after my bait, hitting my bait like that. When you see him do that, we can't roll no slower. We're rolling slower. We're going to be rolling in reverse. But he gonna have to get with it. He gonna have to step up his game. Oh, snagged. Come on. We're going over here. Yeah, I wonder what could be out here. But we're going to come across the pond. See if we can catch a species. But I ain't got to steal wherever it was. Oh, ladies, this bloody bloke is a beauty, rare sight. I miss that guy. I used to watch him all the time. Yep, Joe did. Steve Irwin. Yep, Steve Irwin. Was it Animal Planet? I think that's what he was on. Croc Files or something like that. Come on up here. We got to talk. How you doing? Yep. Boom. Come in nice and steady with this bad boy now. See, we're right where the fish is at in this little spot because this is like a spawn point for the fish. I'm guessing. Uh, I really don't know. I just know that you catch a lot of fish from right here with this spot right here. I do know that. A occasional snag and drag. Yeah. So this little guy. I am not exaggerating whenever I tell you that is as far as we can drive. Nope. There we go. We got it figured out. Now this little specific bait right here, it actually benefits from stop and go. Oh, oh, that's a snag. Let's see. Five. Five. Let's get a little gold booger out here. Do some twitch. I got stretching, you guys. That's a huge stretch. One of them big stretches. Got him. Oh, you dirty dog. Hey, Savage J, welcome to the stream. We're going for spotted bass, and I usually have pretty good luck on this bait right here and all that stuff. But it might be just one of those moments that it's not biting on this today. But we have caught a few of them. Give me a second. I'll show you the ones that we've caught so far. We were up at Emerald Lake, but we got one of our club members down here leveling up. So we're down here showing some love and support for our club member. I'm going to lay down a little bit lower and then adjust the mic. There we go. I got to lay down a little bit instead of setting up. Back problems, Those of y'all that have been on the stream for a while or been following my stream, y'all know I had that back procedure back on the 16th of last month. So back said, hey, you need to lay down a little bit more. So, hey, we're not going to argue with the back. If it says lay down a little bit more, we're going to lay down a little bit more. Yep. Yeah, we're going for the spotted bass today. And then we're trying out the casting rods and reels also because we had a little bit of money. So we decided to rig up for spotted bass today. Now we left the bottom feeders on the got you little turd. Get your ass in here. That's a grass pickerel. He's flopping around on the ground. So, oh yeah, I know we're going all that. We're just messing around. We're not really. We're just here for to sport. But thank you for the advice. I appreciate that. And for those of y'all in chat, he's not wrong on what he says. He said walk down left a little should be a dirt spot. Throw it across to where you see the dirt spot on the other side. He's not right. I'll show you what he's talking about. It's right over here. Um, it's what he's talking about because for those of y'all that don't know, you actually can walk around this lake on this backside. A lot of people don't know that. This little spot right here. And then there's another little dirt spot that way. Um, I think there's another little dirt spot right over here too. I think this is it right here. Yeah, this little area right here is another good little spot right there. Then just throw it over here. And if you have a frog will just skip across the lily pads. But yeah, right here, where he's talking about. It's a little spot right here, guys. A good little spot. But anywhere back up in here is actually a good little spot, especially depending on your bait, stuff like that. So, but I've came through here. Y'all have seen in my other streams where I've walked back here many a times and showed y'all, exactly where this is. See the fish following my bait. Oh, now we're gonna get snagged up. These baits, it's not really the baits you would need back here, because, well, I'll show you why. Let me go in here and I'll show you why. Uh, if it will let me, it won't let me. Well, I'll show you through this bait right here. See these little hooks? That's just like the one that I've got on there now, but the one I got on there now is the 1/4 ounce. This is the 3/4 ounce, the bigger brother of that one. These little hooks, you fall out of an airplane and you have this bait right here with you, it'll hang on a cloud. And it's like that in real life also. So, those of y'all that's just tuning in, stream, you may not know, but you absolutely can walk back through here. And you can find little areas. You can poke through the weeds and do a little fishing. But anywhere back in here, it's a good little spot. Like, for example, what rod is it? Rod? Nope, that's not that rod. Rod 2? Nope, not that rod. I think it's rod, yeah, like rod 3. So you can get out there with this rod right here. Bring it out here and you can stand on this guy right here. Give it in a nice little slow reel in like this. Maybe a little twitching. If you want to do a little twitching, you'll get snagged up, but you shouldn't stay snagged all that much. And you shouldn't really get snagged too much with this specific bait. But the best bait to use is the frog lure, which I don't have that. I didn't even think about, guys. I got frog lures. We didn't even think about that. You know what? Let's go grab some frog lures. Come on, come through there. You got this. You got this. I didn't even think about the frog lures, guys. But yeah, we could absolutely put those on here. I don't know what ounces or weights they are, though. Yeah, I don't know. Like we're under that moss right there. Well, it's called hydrilla. So yeah, you can fish with that bait right here, and you won't get hung up with much of anything. Come right here, and you can throw this away. Or you can pull it up. Or you can get right here. I mean, you can go all around here. And there's actually fish all up in here. Most people start the game, they don't know about this. Uh, yeah. Uh, most people don't know about this little spot right here. And I'll tell you something else, guys, especially when you're low level, level 10 or lower. And I say level 10 and lower, and I'm being generous on level 10 and lower. Uh, what you can do, if you don't know this already, you can sit here and you can run right over here, going this way. You see this little pile of leaves right here? Just walk up to it and hit E, and you will get red worms. And you can get those every day that you come into the game. Every time you log into the game, you can get those every day. And then obviously you can go up around the bridge up there too. So, Savage, definitely thank you for that bit of advice because I didn't think nothing about mentioning it to the other players, stuff like that. So let's go over here and see what I bet he's fishing with minnows about him. Hi, Fade. How you doing? Hi. Fishing going good? I don't see you fighting the fish, so you're probably fishing on bottom or with a cord. Nope, you're right there. We see his line right there. It's right there. He's got that white. I've actually caught a lot of fish on that little guy right there. Which I think we have one of those in here, don't we? Let's get past that real quick. Yes, we do. That is a 3/4. Oh, we got a half inch. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Or I say half inch. I remembered my fractions in school, guys, by tape measurements. Did we lose some tackle? Did I bet we did lose some tackles, guys? All right, so this here goes 6/7, I think. Yeah, and then we'll put this little guy 3/4, 7/8. That's how I learned my fractions. See, like he's too light. 1 ounce would be fine for him. And we got 1, 2, 3 style spinner baits. We got that little guy, and then we got that little guy. Let's see, he is a 3/4 ounces, so Rod needs that. So 1, 3. I don't think. Yeah, it's too light for that little guy right there. So let's go up here 3/4 with 4. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got baits back on our rods again. And this right over here is a nice little cheeky spot too. Yeah, right through here is a nice little spot also. Best avenue if you're fishing with baits like what we've got on our reels now, that's to come around here in this corner. And if you can get through right here, you can come between those two lily pads right there. It all depends on your cast and where it lands. So hit the zoom key. We know our bait landed right over there, and you can see your line. So we need to step a little bit to our left, and we'll come between that hydrilla. We might get hung on. We're on that one right out there. That guy. So then come over here. And then you can move this way, and you can just walk your bait right around the lily pads. It's quite cool. So yeah, that's just a little tip right there also. But you can absolutely get uh, right here. You can cast out beside it. Let's throw one of these guys out here. What is that? That's number 3 rod. Let's go with number 4 rod. Let's get yellow out there. Oh, yellow. Hey, look at that, guys. I just realized. Look at this. Yellow reel, yellow rod, and the yellow. Well, the paint don't really look too yellow, does it? All right, well, let's sing it or send it out there. There we go. And we'll just tilt our rod to the right like that, so it brings it close to that lily pad bed right there. What do y'all think? Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit so it'll sink to the bottom. Because the bass in this lake kind of like to, they're either on the top or they're on the bottom. So, and every now and then you'll catch them in between, but from my own personal experience now, it may be different for y'all. And I'll tell you why I say that is because I have watched a lot of Bo Angles' videos and a lot of other YouTubers that have played this game and stuff like that, because I was taking a crash course and learning what is what. And I have found that they have pretty good methods, but none of those methods have really worked for me the way they've explained them in the video. So, and then you cast between these lily pads right here. We'll give a little twitch. When I say wiggle, like when we're gonna wiggle the hips, it just means twitching, because the bass, they like to see that bait wiggle a little bit, don't you see? They like that. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but they like it when it wiggles like that. What rod was this? Was number 4 rod? You saw it right there. We caught him right here. He's running, so let's set that drag up one. When he's running like that, look, he's a feisty little booger. Come on in here. What's your name, Bruce? So y'all saw it. We pulled him out of that alpha between, and as I was mentioning in my other live streams, I played 12 different games of fishing, and all of those games that I've played, my experiences, this has been the best experience. This game right here has been the best experience for me. Doing my back procedure, recovery, and all that stuff, because the fish to me act more lifelike according to how they are in real life than all these other games that I've played. I went down a rabbit hole for you guys. You're welcome. You notice how I'm turning this way? Because what I'm doing is I'm guiding my bait around that hydrilla right there. So, and, the longer you play this game, you learn those little tricks and tips and tricks and all that stuff. And you learn what works for you. And I mean, now there's nothing wrong with getting advice, guys. Nothing wrong with getting advice at all. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you got to play the game and you got to find out what works for you, because ultimately, you're playing this game for yourself, and Chief's tricks might not work for you like they work for me. So with that being said, you got to play this game. I'm adjusting my boom mic because I've done moved around a little bit more, and I laid down a little bit lower, so I'm making adjustments. But ultimately, at the end of the day, guys, you play this game for you. Let's see, number 6 rod. I don't even remember what we have. What do we have on number 6? Oh, no, that's number 5. What do we have on number 6 rod? Oh, yeah, this is a nice little bait right here. Where's my... There you are. what we're going to do, and I'll show you on the map here in just a second. We're going to get right here. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to show you on the map. That purple buoy, let's move the map over. Let's zoom the map in for you. So this is the channel in the middle of the lake where everybody talks about. This is that guy right here. Hey, you know what? Let's just do some stuff. Nope. Let's do this. Okay. We're just kind of encircling. We have the buoys. We'll just encircle the map, and then we'll show you. Once we do this, we'll show you what we're talking about. Okay. Oh, there you go. We're just going to circle that. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, if I'm honest. Let's zoom in. See, what we're doing is we're putting the buoys around the edge of the channel. I'll show you what it looks like from up here, and you'll see exactly where the channel is in the lake, which is cool. Right there, that little bit doesn't really matter. So we'll just go right here. Okay. Right here. We got plenty, and we'll take all these buoys up. We'll put them on the other lakes as we need and all that. So, yep. This lake right here, we'll stick these close together so that you know that that's that little indention right there. Okay. We won't worry about this little guy right here. Yep, we're just gonna circle this bad boy because, like I said, we got the buoys. Now, I'm not gonna share all these with the club or the friends on the fence list, you know, because chances are them having 178 buoys in their inventory on their map probably gonna be slim to none. But we're just doing this for stream sake, you know, stream content. That way, when we look at the lake from up here, you'll see exactly where the center of the lake is, and that'll help you get an idea mentally in your mind of where that's all at. So yeah, we're doing this for you guys. I mean, it might seem a little boring, but you know, it's kind of fun in its own right way. That way, you know, you can see where everybody's talking about the center of the lake, and this is the center of this lake. This is where you will do and get most of your bass fishing. If I'm to be honest, is this right here in this spot. And I'll tell you right now that monster carp that's in this lake, what is it, the monster buffalo carp? This is where you'll catch them at. You'll catch them right around this buoy right here. Okay, now keep in mind that purple buoy is the absolute, well, not absolute, but pretty close and accurately with the center of this little deep spot in the lake. And I know a lot of people that they have their ponds built, and basically this little area right here, it's basically an oversized pond. To be honest, it's an oversized pond. Um, it's not really a lake. I wouldn't call it a lake. Anybody that I know wouldn't call it a lake. Anybody I know would call it a backyard pond. It's not really a lake. Lakes are a lot bigger than this in the real world. Just to give y'all a heads up. But in game, you know, game purposes, you know, it's a lake. So, let's fill in some of these gaps right here. What do y'all say? Throw one right here. Throw one right here. All right, y'all ready to see what it looks like now? Y'all ready? Let's fill in this gap right here. All right, here we go. We're fixing to see what it looks like in game. All right, map screen off. That guy's right there. That is, let's zoom in so you can see. That right there is basically the center of the pond right there. Okay. So now you know. And what you can do is you can cast anywhere in there, or you can go all the way across it if you want to. But in our case, we're going to cast over here in the shallow, and then we're going to reel our bait across this little channel right here that I was showing y'all. We're going to do a little stop and go motion for this on speed 1 for our reel. And we're just going to reel this bad boy in. We're going to catch fish, or we're not. And remember, guys, we're not really here to catch fish per se. I mean, yes, we're going to catch fish. It's just a matter of time. We're here because that young man right there, he's a lower level of our club, and we're here to give him some support, cheer him on. He's doing a fun job, or he's doing an awesome job, an outstanding job, and stuff like that. And it's actually just quite nice to watch him try to fight the fish and reel them in. So, there's that. Hurry up, Fade. I'm getting tired. I'm trying to doze off, sir. Just throwing that out there. Actually, I'm going to give me a sip of coffee real quick. I took my meds earlier, guys, so they call every med that I take causes drowsiness. I think we got a fish following us, thinking, or not. So there's no fish there, and it happens. I'm just giving you a hard time, Fade. I'm just showing chat this and that, and I'll tell you another good little spot too. That's this little corner right here. Okay. Well, right here's a good spot also. What have we got? It's number 4. No, it's number 5. Nope, it's not number 5. But we'll sling this one in here. So if you can get between these and just come right up to the edge of these lily pads, I'm going to be a little over. Well, that'll work. We're going to do a stop and go on this one. We got to go over to our right a little bit because we're going to hit the hydrilla if we don't. Yeah, that's actually where I was meaning to get right here. And you can get right there between those lily pads right there. That's a good little spot to get also, especially if you're carp fishing. If you're carp fishing, then you're absolutely going to pull. Look at all those buoys. So, hey, if you want to know where the center of the lake is, it's right there. So if you have any doubts on where the center of the lake is, just look at my stream. Because it's right there. We got bored and we put buoys in the lake, sir. All right, so they ain't right there. Now what I can do. Oh, and right here, this is a good little spot right here. Stand right about in this little area right here, where you can cast right here, and I'll zoom in. And I'll show you. I don't have my pokem stick. Zero key. Oh, no, we are zero key. Now, you see the edge of this grass? If you cast your bait to where you're going toward that grass right there, that other little grass pile, and bring it almost like you're coming up to this edge, and I'll show you here right now. Let's do number 6, because I can get out there further. So right there, if your rod will allow you to cast there, and your rod may only let you cast right here, that's fine. That's a good spot. And actually, anywhere between these two are really good. Now, you might catch grass pickerel, but I'm going to go a little bit further past that to show you for, educational purposes. And bam. So I actually throw, for some reason, my guy always throws a little bit to the right for whatever reason. So I'm actually going to catch that grass pad, and there's nothing I can do to prevent it. So we're going to go around a little bit more till we're about 110 feet. All right, now, and just bring your line right up here, and I'll show you. See how we're bringing our line now straight with those 2 points, that point there and that point right there. Like I said, we probably will stir up a fish and aggravate them. Usually it's the grass pickerel, because there's a grass pickerel that he stays right there. And he like never despawns. He's like infinite. Or so it would seem, and I have done nothing but piss him off many a times. I say it's great. I mean, maybe that 1.10 or that 2.0 bass. You'll never. I say you'll never, but hell, I don't know. But I think the 1.982 is the largest bass that's ever been caught in this lake. All right, now this is another good little spot right here, also, especially when you're bass fishing. Let's go to a different rod for science. All right, let's go to this little fella right here. Yeah, there's that 3/4 inch. So, because bass do swim out, we cocked that throw up, guys. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. We didn't get it right the first time, so let's try it until we succeed. All right. There we go. Let's get out there our 100 feet with this rod. All right, so we're going to give this a little twitching method between these lily pads. And like I said, this is a really good spot for crappie fishing, brim fishing, perch fishing, sun brim fishing, and all that stuff. This is a good spot if that's what you're going for, is everywhere I just showed you. And you do get the occasional bass, the spotted bass, but the spotted bass, for some reason, they like that over there. And if you catch one in this, what do we got? That's a stick. Oh, we're going to keep that because I think we use sticks for the monster fish in Missouri, which is for you guys, Muddy River. Now, a lot of times if you catch a bass in here, it's because you've thrown out past this little marker right here. Because remember, on the other side of these buoys is the deep spot. The spotted bass will actually follow your lure all the way to your tiptoes. I've had them do it probably 100 times at this point. They will follow you, and they will get right here and get on your bait right here. I've seen them do it. I've seen them jump out of the water after my bait. Matter of fact, that happened on Missouri River twice and Emerald Lake twice. Or no, Emerald Lake once. I'm sorry. But yes, they'll jump out the water after your bait. I've seen it. It's crazy. It's like, wow. You know. But yeah, and we've absolutely seen it back in, I think, my 4th or 5th stream on this. I seen the there was two times at Emerald Lake. One of them caught it. It almost like he jumped over the front of that little flat bottom boat up there, over the boat to get my bait. It was cool. And then another one, he jumped out the water right in front of the dock after my bait. So, oh yeah, you know. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out, and I'm going to show you what I normally fish with in this lake, just for learning purposes and all that stuff. Fade, nothing personal. I'm fixing to start catching all the fishies. I'm going to leave, and I'm going to be back. Don't go nowhere. We're coming back. Oh, we got a little $1,000. That'll help. You know, every little bit helps. Now, if we really wanted to, we could fish this and make money, and then we could go back to Emerald Lake and we could camp out there for 5 days or whatever and come back with like 50 something plus $1,000. But I can do that. I'm leveled up enough. I have the gear to do that. Fade, unfortunately, I don't know. All right, he has to be a level 8 before he can go to Emerald Lake. Then when he goes to Emerald Lake, he has to be able to buy a 1-day advanced license for $900. Then he's got to have the $3,000 for that also. Okay, let's go to our inventory. So what we're going to do is we're absolutely going to change out some stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this stuff. We're going to put this back in our home. Okay. We're fixing to change out some stuff. Now, this little guy, I kind of enjoyed fishing with him. I really did. But the thing is that rod, it won't let me fish with these little guys right here. Let's see. Yeah, no. 3/8. Okay, so anything half is going to be all right. Quarter is going to be too small. All right, so quarter stuff is out. Anything that is a quarter, all right, 1/6. I know if I'm looking at a tape measure, I can tell you what's what. So that's 1/6. But like I said, guys, it's been so long, and I don't look at a tape measure every day either. So, all right, so everything that is a quarter is out. Okay, that's half. Okay, so that'll work. That's a quarter, which I think we decided was too light. Okay, so you're out too. What we're doing is we're putting that in. We're going to keep this little rod right here because I kind of like that little rod. Okay, you're out. 3/4, I think, 1/2 inch, 3/4. Now I say 1/2 inch. Shit. Oh, 1/2 ounce and 3/4 ounce. That's 3/4 ounce is greater than 3/8. See, I'll show you. I'll throw that. The 1/2 inch is smaller than the 3. Did I say 1/2 inch again? All right, y'all laugh it up. All right, Fade, have fun. It's not inches, guys. I'm using inches as reference because I'm trying to remember my fractions, even though we are the fraction people over here in America. But 3/4 ounces weighs more than a 1/2 ounce. Okay, so these guys can stay in the backpack. Now let's go to our spoons. All right, we know that the quarter's out, so that throws them out. Bye. Sorry. You got to make it. And then 1/8. I don't remember, so we'll throw it on there and see. All right, it says it's too light, so he's out too. Bye. All right, so we don't need the spinner tails. I just throw that on there to make things look cool. 1 ounce. Absolutely, we can keep that guy right there. 1/2 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce. So we don't really need. We're going to keep the 2/0 hook. And the 2/0 hook on that. All right, so that gives us some bait casting baits right there. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take these rods and we're going to put that at home. Okay. And when we take the rods off, it's going to put the reels in our backpack. See, that is a 1/4 ounce to 6/7. We're going to go ahead and throw that at the house too. All right, now we're going to go through our backpack. We're going to go ahead and throw these rods at these reels in the thing. And what we're going to do is so we have nothing on 3, 4, and 1. All right, now we need to remember this is a Basscaster 7'3", 7'3" Sport NE. Okay, we're gonna throw this reel in our backpack, and we're gonna throw this at home. And the reason being is I'm gonna show you. Okay, we're gonna keep that rod there. We're gonna go home. We're gonna find that cast rod, which is under the rods right here. And what did we say it was? It was this guy right here. So this is a, excuse me. This is a 1/2 ounce to 1 5/8 of an ounce. So it's 1 ounce and 5/8. of an ounce. So 1 5/8 of an ounce. Well, let's look see what other rods we got that start with that. That in this for 1/3 of an ounce to 1 ounce. We want a half to remember this little guy right here. That's 3/8 to 1 inch and 3/7, which is a little bit lighter lure than that, and that's 7.5. Let's go see what this is. This is from a 1 ounce to a 3 ounce. This is from a half ounce to 1.5 ounces. And I'm not sure if 5/8. I think 5/8 is a little bit more than a half ounce. And this is 7/8 to. We might go with this guy right here. That's a 1/4 to 6/7. That's a 1/4. Wow, I did not realize I had this many caster rods. Let's go down one more. So that's an 1 inch and 16, and that is a 6'10". Let's drag this 8-foot rod right here. Let's drag this over here. Oh wait, hold on before we get excited. Oh yeah, that's number 5 slot. Yeah, because believe it or not, the extra length makes it cast a little bit further also. Okay, so we know we already got this lovely little fellow in here, which we also have more reels. If we don't want that reel, we can go down here and we can find this little guy right here is 11-pound drag. We can absolutely put that reel on there. Let's see what else we got. This is so the drag in this game. How I figured it out is the drag is almost the line weight on it. This rod will handle up to 17-pound test. This right here will handle 11. So we're gonna look at that rod that reel right there, and I think that's all of them. So this is 11. So we'll throw that in our backpack right there because we have room. This is a 15-pound. So let's go ahead and put this little guy right here on here. Okay. Now let's look at our lines. Let's put the 6-pound in home. I'm not even sure how we even got the 6-pound. We're going to keep the 8-pound, but we're going to probably put 10-pound on here. Yeah, let's see. Let's throw these little guys over here in our backpack. We'll keep the longer length 10-pound. 2 of those. We're not going to be using a 17-pound line here on this lake. Because what we're doing is we're fixing to start catching bass. Okay, but we're going to start catching bass. Well, there went that 10-pound line. Okay, fine. All right, and we got 10-pound on that. Okay, beautiful. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to, now that we got our bait caster rod, we can go ahead and put our bait on there. We can throw that little guy on there, right there. Perfect. Good. We're good right there. Okay, now if we wanted to, we could put a, what was our line? Our line's 10-pound. We could absolutely put a 9.9-pound leader on there. That's fine. Perfect. We're good on that rod. But what we want to do now is we want to go and we want to get our bottom feeder, our feeder rods right here. Okay. If you look, I have 3 of these rods. They're all the same right here. This here's 6 point, well, might as well say 6-pound to 18-pound test. Of the weight, the casting weight is 3 to 6 ounces. But if you notice, all these are 1 to 3/4 to 4 to 2. So we're actually going to put these rods. This is going to go right here in slot 1. This is going to go in slot 2. Okay. Perfect. And this is going to go in slot 3. There's a reason I have 3 of them, guys. All right, now we're going to close that up. We're going to go for our reels. We're going to go to our spin reels. Notice I have 4 of these. There's a reason I've got 4 of these, and I'll show you here in just a second. 1, 2, 3. Now, number 4 is going to be a little bit different, guys. It's going to be a little bit more special. Okay, so what we're going to do with this guy, we're going to go ahead and close that up so we ain't thumbing through a bunch of stuff. This is going to be our match rods or our, and I'll show you in the shop. Well, I didn't mean to click on the shop tab. I meant to hover over. So it's going to be either our telescoping rods or our match rods. Okay. So here's our match rods. Now we already got 2 match rods in the game. We got a 10-foot or 10-inch, and we got a 12-foot 10-inch. Now this here is the line weight is 5 to 12 pounds. All right, this here is 11 to 34 pounds. Well, we're going to grab this one right here. This is going to go into slot, it's 12 foot 10 inches. This is going to go into slot 4. Okay, and you'll see here in just a second. You remember our spin reels? You remember the number 4th one? There you go. So now this is going to get 10-pound test, 10-pound test from 1 through 4. Okay, and I'm just showing you what I have done. 4 pound, 4 pound. Are we out of 10 pound? Let's thumb through the rest of these. Okay, so we're going to grab this 10 pound right here. Okay, and then we're going to select number 3. We're going to throw 10 pound line on that. And this setup, guys, you absolutely can take this setup right here to, and I'll show you on the globe here in just a second. Let me finish spreading these lines and stuff like that. Okay, this is my tried and true and proven method right here for what I've done. Now let's go to our weights. I don't know if our weights are in our backpack. We're going to close the hook section for right at the moment. We're going to keep these 2 bobbers in here and this guy right here. All right, so what I have found, the better of the weights is the 1 ounce 3/4. Okay, 1 ounce 3/4. Okay, and I'll show you. We're getting there, and this here will not take a weight. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put glowy on here. Okay, just like so. All right, now you can put a leader on here, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. Matter of fact, we are going to put a 9.7 liter, a 9.7 pound liter. And the reason being, we don't want to equal or go over our line pound weight, which is 10. If you look over, you see it says in the left over, it says braid 008, and then it says test 10 pound. That's our line poundage weight. Our leader, we want it to be smaller than that, so we have a good little leader right here. We're going to put that on all of those. Okay? As long as it's under 10 pounds, we're good. Because the reason being is if our fish breaks our line, we will lose all of our line, weight, leader, hook, and bait. If he breaks the leader, all you lose is just the leader and the hook. That's easier to replace, guys. I'm just saying. We can absolutely put a titanium leader on here. Let's go to the store. And let's look at lines. Your leaders will be right here. Okay, let's see. What type of leader do we have that's titanium? Let's see. This is a 7 pound. This is a 7 pound. An 11 pound. Hmm. Where's my 10 pound? I don't think. Let me look at my inventory real quick. Let's look at home real quick. 'Cause I may have it at home. Our home storage bill. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff out of the way. Liters. Titanium liters. What have we got here? 12 pound and 44 pound. Okay. Carp liters. That's for carp rod. All right. So here's a floral liter right here. We can absolutely throw that on there. And you know what? We're a little skimpy on the floral liters. So let's go over here to our lines, our floral liters. Let's go ahead and grab another bundle of those 10 pound liters. What do y'all say? Yeah, well, we got some money to spend. It's good. 9.9. There we go. Bam. Let's grab a couple of those. That's 5. Those are going into our backpack. Good deal. Perfect. So what is those? Those are 9.9. Let's go ahead and grab the 1.64 liters also. All right. This is the 0.12. I don't think you can get any smaller unless you go lower poundage. But we want the 9.9, and I don't think you can get any smaller other than 7.9 for like the 009. I mean, we can grab some 7 liter. Our line is what? 8008, which that's a 4 point. So we'd probably snap the liter. We would wear the liter out fast. So let's see what else we got. That's 11. That's 11. That's 11. All right, so we're good on our liters now, and those are in our inventory. All right, so we got a broke liter right here. That's fine. All right, now on our hooks, what we want to do is we want to go to our. Let's go with Let's go to our hooks. Hooks, barbless hooks. Okay. You're going to spend Baitcoin on this. Let's see. 2 alt. 1 alt, 2 alt. Oh, I've got that house. Shit, Chief, just look at your house. Oh, shit, we got it right here in our back. Well, what do we got in our backpack? We should have hooks in our backpack. So, barbless hooks, you will spend Baitcoin on. That's a 1 alt. Let's try a 6 alt hook because it's a little bit larger than the 1 alt, but we're putting barbless hooks on there. Reason being is because anything that has barbless in the name gives you more experience points. It gives you like extra experience points, and the 6 alt might be too big. I don't know. We're gonna find out. All right, now, what you do have to do is you have to put on the first 3 rods because they're bottom rods. You have to put the bells. So we're going to get Mr. Barney. Everybody loves Barney. And then Mr. Green. And then Old Blue. Okay. This guy doesn't get a bell. But what he does get is he's going to get some of these shiners. We don't need the leeches now. We don't need the red worms. Basically, all we need, I say shiners, but they're minnows, guys. So we'll throw that on there. That's what these first 4 rods we're going to fish with is minnows. Now, what we do is we go fishing. We can go to muddy water, but we better catch some fish. But we're going to go back to Lone Star Lake. I'm going to see who's texting me real quick because it is kind of late. How do we? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go park our little happy selves down at Lone Star Lake. Now, there is a lake all the way over here. I don't remember the name of it. I have to go look at it. All right, Les New Villa. I probably pronounced that wrong, but anyhow, this little guy right here. You can go there for $120 a day. I have the unlimited license because I bought it with Baitcoin. We're not going to go there because we're not fishing for anything. We're not even kitted out for anything in this lake right now. The only thing we're kitted out for is, well, striper. Well, I say stripers, but spotted bass. In one of these days, we're going to go down there to Louisiana. I was born here in this state, lived in this state all throughout my childhood, and now I live in this state right now. So we're going to go back to Lone Star Lake, okay? And we're going to catch some money. We need at least, I'd say at least $4,000, guys. Oh, hey, that's my daily spin the wheel. Let's spin it. Whee! What do we get? Money? Yes. Well, shit. Okay. I do have a premium account for 30 days. Shit. Okay. Good game. So we have enough to do our whole little thing and all that stuff. So guys, that's all we was going down here to Emerald Lake is to get money so we could get ready for the next stream. And we was going to just go from there. But that being said, guys, we're going to end this stream right here because now we got the money to get back to Emerald Lake. And definitely I finally got an outro video for y'all. So just enjoy the outro. And yes, I do catch a fish in the video. I specifically went and made that video for y'all. So my outro absolutely is made that. I'm actually closing the game down now. But I made that outro for y'all earlier today because I'm learning how to work my new video editing software on Linux, which is called Kdenlive. So I made that video for y'all. Now understand, once I figure out the software, I'll have better videos, better intro videos and stuff like that for y'all too. And I'm going to actually do an intro video also for this specific game right here. And then whenever I do another specific game, I will do a intro video for each game that I bring to the channel. But I've got to learn how to work all this stuff on Linux, guys. So, you know, and with my back doing whatever and all that stuff, the last thing I want to do is practice software, editing software and all that stuff. I just want to go fishing. Because I can't go fishing in real life because, well, you know, my back says no. So I go fishing with you beautiful people in my live streams.